Coming to you live from Southern California, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. This is Corbin Carroll.
Leading off tonight for Arizona, the right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Here comes a pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting second.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, bases empty. And a pitch. Swings and misses. Had him way out front of the slurve. Ketel Marte up to the plate. 2 outs. Outside low. 2-1. And another ball. 2 outs, bases empty. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Almost got him. A little bit high. Full count, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So 2 on with 2, and a swing and a miss. And that'll do it. Back here in LA, here's Mookie Betts. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off, 2-2.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
The wind of the pitch. Swing, and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball. And he deals. Got him. Now 1 away.
Batting second.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Right-hander kicks, deals.
Ohtani.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. A gigantic blast. And they jump out front. It's 1-0. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. The pitch. On the ground, right side. And that's just foul.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And he went around, says Ricky Holiday.
Batting 4.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. That one hit to right. And that is a foul ball. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the 2nd game of the series. Swings and misses, struck him out. And we're back.
Leading off
Here's
for
Gurriel.
the left fielder.
All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork.
Gurriel.
Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
Hey, Eugenio Suarez up to him. On the ground. Dives and he can't hang on. Yet he beats the throw. He's safe. Alec Thomas now.
The center fielder, number 5. Alec.
And here it comes. That one close, ruled the ball. And it's 2-1.
One strike.
And another ball. Tying run is at first. Here at the top of the second. And a big swing and a miss.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a ball popped up. Sizes this one up. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno.
14.
Suarez off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Oh, that's that slurp right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So
Oh, that's a strikeout. And that'll do it for the inning. Back here at Chavez Ravine, here's Muncy to hit. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs. The 1-1. Bounce to the left side. Suarez, throw to first, in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 6.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
And a pitch. On its way to the corner, Carroll hustling after it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. And a swing and a miss. Now 2 out.
Batting 7.
And next
The
for
center
LA,
fielder.
Andy Pajes.
Andy.
Kicks and deals.
Ball back outside.
A little bit low.
That's a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here at Dodger Stadium, new inning getting started. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Corbin Carroll. At the belt and fires. Fly ball down the line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
The Dodgers up by a run. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swings over the top of that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And a swing and a miss. 2 away.
Now batting. The second
Here's
baseman,
Ketel Marte.
Ketel Marte.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. The 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the righty deals. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. And a pitch. And down on strikes he goes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. The 1-1 is fouled off. Just misses with that one.
It's a good take.
2-2 count.
The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. And now the right fielder, James Outman. Swung on, belted. Thomas ranging back. Hauls it in on the warning track. So the batting order turns over. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Turns and fires to Betts.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
And that one fouled off. Goes down looking. Back here in LA, on to the 4th.
The designated hitter, Josh Peterson.
And there's a ball.
You know, these D-backs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are...
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A massive home run. It's his 6th home run of the season, and we're level. It's 1-1. And now the first baseman, Christian Walker. Here's a 1-1. And that's outside. And the right-hander deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Outman right there to make the grab. One away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Out to short. Betts fires over to first. Out number 2.
Now back.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
Eugenio Suarez.
The pitch to the right side, and that chance handled, and that is that. And we're back. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Just missed.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Oh, what a stop. From his knees, the throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. This guy makes great contact, one of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
On the ground, right side, finds its way through, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Next pitch is outside. And the pitch. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 3-1. Runner takes off, fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Righty to the plate, towards first, over to Perdomo. That's 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. Back here at Chavez Ravine, we go to the top of the 5th. Digging in, Alek Thomas.
Alek Thomas.
The 1-1. On the ground, right side, and it's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And another ball.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
The pitch. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a swing and a miss. And 1 gone.
The right fielder.
Back to the top of the lineup, Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Thomas stands at first with 1 out. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. There's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there.
The batter.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Geraldo Perdomo. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Runner takes off. They pitch out. Throw there. Safe. Man, is he fast.
It's so fun to watch.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Hernandez makes a nice grab at a full sprint. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 3rd baseman, Max Muncy.
3rd baseman, Max Muncy.
Garrett Richards, a guy who was originally a first-round pick of the Angels out of the University of Oklahoma.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
The left fielder.
And now Teoscar Hernandez.
Hernandez.
The 1-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Carroll racing over to make the catch. Andy Pajes will hit next.
The center fielder, Andy.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Sends it across to first, and that is that. Back here at Dodger Stadium. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Here comes a pitch. Left field. Hernandez settles underneath it. Nabs it. And there's one away. And Jack Peterson stands in.
Designated hitter, Jock.
Now just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
That clips the corner.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
And another ball. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Kicks and fires. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down. Way inside. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off. Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
With the go-ahead run at first, here in the second game of the series. Next pitch is downstairs.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And a swing and a miss. 2 away. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
The left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
That one in there across the letters.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
2 outs. That one missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And the pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there.
Just a simple.
So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, James Paxton.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
Paxton.
So 2 down. Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. 2 on, 2 outs. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. The pitch. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Stepping in, James Outman. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The pitch. Strike 3, got him swinging. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So the lineup flips over, and now it's Mookie Betts. Man at second. Out front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Out to short, Perdomo. In plenty of time to first, and Betts is gone.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Ryan Thompson.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Just missed. The 2-1. There's a swing and a miss.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the center fielder, Alec Thomas.
Alec Thomas.
And a foul ball. Paxton deals. Caught him looking for the K. And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. And another ball.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is.
And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And now 2 gone.
Now batting.
And now the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Perdomo.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Pajes makes a nice running catch. Back here in LA, leading off, Freddie Freeman.
The first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Bounce to the right side. Gets it to first. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting.
And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Out to short. Perdomo on to first. And a couple of quick outs.
The third baseman, number 13.
Here comes Max Muncy.
Max.
All tied up. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Muncy hits one in the air. Gurriel makes the grab, and that's the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. J.P. Feyereisen.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
So digging in, Ketel Marte.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
The 1-2. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in. You see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
That one misses, and the count's full. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Three and two. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. One gone here. Here's Jack Peterson. The other way, and he beats the shift. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
At the plate, Christian Walker.
That's ball two.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. So 2 down now, and here is Lourdes Gurriel Jr. The pitch. Runner takes off for third. On the ground to first, and it goes just foul.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Got him! Out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Right side, Marte throws to first in time, and Hernandez is out. And now Andy Pajes.
The center fielder, Andy Pajes.
Up the middle. Sends it to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Number 9.
And now it's Gavin Lux.
Gavin Lux.
Here's a 1-2. That one almost got him. Got him swinging. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. And fouled off. And delivers outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And here it comes. Got him! And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
The center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Alec Thomas. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He's got it. There's two away. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
The catcher,
this guy,
15,
one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
And that one is inside.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it.
And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Bottom of the ninth. And now the right fielder, James Outman.
Leading up for the Dodgers, the right fielder, James Outman.
Next offering is in for a strike. Hard hit, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Two away. Now the number two hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Well, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Definitely one of the bigger ones in this game. So that double play is going to be one we look back on when this thing is over. Big time execution both on the mound and in the field to get two right there.
Oh, and this one's blasted high and deep. It's on its way out of here. Ball game.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
And your final score here today, 2-1. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 2 runners on base. For the Diamondbacks, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.